Everyone, this is the August 14th meeting of the Merrimack Agriculture Commission. The time is 7:06. Welcome to all listening. We're looking for comments from the press or public. Seeing none, we're going to move on to new business. And the first order of business is the summer market. In the last 2 weeks, we've got 2 new vendors at our market. A sweet corn grower and a very good bread baker, if anybody out there is listening. Best sweet corn in southern New Hampshire is available at the Merrimack Farmers Market now. And some of the best homemade bread that you can taste and eat and bring home is available Wednesday afternoons at the Merrimack Farmers Market.
Is that different than the other fellow? I mean, we had
Yeah.
new, and someone new?
Someone new,
Okay.
Daniel.
I think
We
I
don't
had
mention names.
six loaves. It's delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a living witness. Ronnie will attest to that.
That's right.
Other than that, it's a very active market. There's a lot of vegetables. We have a wine tasting lady. We have a tea lady. We have simple pain relief. 3 bakers. Honeyman. We have a seamstress on site, too. Auntie Betty is there every Wednesday. She does alterations. She can make things from cloth and other clothing. You should come and see her. She has quite a variety of ideas and capabilities. So the New England fishmongers are there every week. Fresh fish right from the coast. Hard to beat. Fresh fish, unfrozen, right from the coast daily.
And it's delicious.
Absolutely delicious, yes. That's all I have for the summer market. Every Wednesday until October 10th, 3 to 6 p.m. at 526 Daniel Webster Highway, the site of Vault Storage. Moving on, item B, community garden update. Merrimack TV is soliciting us to do a short session on the community garden. So I've sent an email out to all the gardeners. I got 2 gardeners to respond already. I'm waiting for a couple more responses. Talking to Channel 20 right here, they want something to go on TV for maybe 90 seconds. A quick overview of the garden plots, what they're growing, what it's capable of, and more rentals to come. Plenty of room up there. They're growing well this year. We had rain. I don't see any woodchuck damage, but I'm not clearing that yet. So, yeah. So we're going to get a prospective date and do some filming some morning in a week or 2. And it will be on Merrimack TV. Questions? Anybody want to be on it? Item C, discussion of 4-H donation for the New Boston Fair. I spoke with finance today. The check is ready to be signed. It will be handed over to me Monday or Tuesday of next. And I will hand deliver it to Blue Seal. Or unless you want to do it, Ronnie.
I go there. I'm there off and on, probably 2 or 3 times a week. So
Off and on,
it's always
okay.
in my travel. So whatever day you want to do it.
Let me go get the check and I'll hand it to you
Yeah.
and you can deliver it. And then you take care of it.
Yep.
Um,
I'll give it to the manager.
11 first place cards.
They need that by, probably the next week at some point.
At least by the end of August.
Yeah.
I'm getting the check next week.
So
You bring it
anytime.
over there.
As soon as possible, so you don't misplace
Yeah,
it.
as soon as possible.
Yep.
So he has to prepare it, and print them all up and all that stuff. I don't know what that is. We'll skip item D. No need to go there today. Bug alert. Got some corn borers, some corn earworms in my field, in my corn. They're about a 1/4 inch long. I have been spraying for them weekly. The sweet corn is coming in tremendously right now. Be aware, gardeners. Watch your sweet corn. Watch the tassels, little pinholes in the outer sheath of the corn. Also, I was told today some worms in the broccoli in home gardens. That can be remedied earlier in the spring by dusting for them.
What was that?
Broccoli worms.
Oh, yeah, I think we
cut
talked
worms, I
about that
think.
last time.
My squash does not have squash borers at my house this year. It's tremendously doing well. That doesn't mean that you out there with small gardens at home may have an intermittent squash borer. It happens. Some of the leaves, some of the stalks die back. That's the squash borer working through the stem of the plant. Primarily summer squash and zucchini squash, that type of thing. You can cut it out and take it to the landfill and get rid of it, or just work around it, either way. I had a tick in my back, right behind my ear. Yesterday, today, I don't know. I got them out. It doesn't matter. The ticks are everywhere, I guess. When I work my tomato garden, which is different than the cornfield, it seems like they're falling out of the pine trees. They're always looking for
They're
me.
prevalent around pines and dampy areas.
I felt them crawl. I was in the shower. Felt them crawling. I picked them out and bye-bye. Anyway,
Tastes good, you know.
that's it for bug alert. Moving on, item F, upcoming workshops and seminars. Bear with me. I'll roll through this list. There's a few here. Because we go August into September. August 21, warming up winter twilight meeting at the Rolling Green Nursery in Greenland, New Hampshire. Discussion of in and outs of managing landscape plants through erratic New Hampshire winters. This is something for homeowners to think about education-wise and for landscapers and other specialists in the industry, how to take care of their plant material. Cheshire County is looking to order their fall seeds. They had a cutoff date of August 5, but maybe you can still sneak it in, meaning cover crops in the fall, that type of thing. UNH Extension pesticide certification training. A lot of training dates here through September. Core training September 17, September 18, turf training, September 19th, ornamental and trees, September 23rd, right-of-way trainings, September 24th, mosquito, biting flies, and ticks. Another core training September 24. The cost for these two classes, meaning the core training and your specialty, is $150 for the books. The study materials are very expensive. There's a lot of them. There's like 2 binders full. You can order them online. Contact Rachel Massini, pesticide safety at unh.education. September 22nd, Thursday, from 10 to 3. Greenhouse profitability at UNH Extension Rockingham County office. Learn how to schedule crops, get costs and overhead, set prices and predict profitability, and discuss with other fellow growers what's in, what's out, and what's next. $20 for most of the day. High Tunnel Farmer to Farmer Workshop, August 23, 5 to 7 at Bradley Orchards in Randolph, New Hampshire. Please bring questions of insects, weeds, or disease samples are welcome in sealed jars or zippered bags. Extension and specialists will be there to answer your questions on your problems. North Country Mushroom and Forest Walk, Wednesday, August 21, Coas County. Join the Danis family and Master Naturalist. Take a tour of the diverse woodlands in Upper Connecticut Valley. We have contact information here. Again, Wednesday, August 21, at the Stonewall Farm in Keene. Pasture Walk for Soil Health. Demonstrates to producers how soil health helps their operation by providing soil services and grazing management education for you and your herd. Month of August, is New Hampshire Eat Local Month. Farm Bureau joins 100 partners throughout the state to highlight Eat Local and celebrate that. We just missed the Belknap Fair, August 9th to the 11th. We just missed the Cheshire Fair, August 1 to 4, Swansea. That's that.
Cornish Fair is this weekend.
There you go. Speak of it, Ronnie. Talk about it.
The Cornish Fair is happening this weekend for Sullivan County. It's going to be from, I want to say, Friday night to Sunday. Really nice, old school fair. It's
What
one
town?
of the prettiest in the state, in my opinion.
What town?
Cornish.
Cornish, New Hampshire.
How do you get there?
Put your GPS on.
Put your GPS, yeah.
Look at your map.
Go to Lebanon, take a left.
Yeah, go to Lebanon, take a left, Claremont, that area.
Claremont, take a left.
Oh,
I think it's Route 12, isn't it?
Route
Off
tw-
Route
yeah,
12.
off 12, yeah,
every
that's right.
Fair
You
direction.
can take 89 too if you want
It's
to
a
get
really neat fair.
there. Yeah.
Horse pulling, a lot of animals,
Well, you've been there. It's a nice,
a lot of
it's a
tractors.
great town.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's a little hike to get there, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. You know,
Some of the nicest people you ever meet are at the Cornish Fair.
absolutely. That's what I have for workshops and seminars. I also want to give the members, I got some mail today. This came from the bag program from Shaw's, going to the Merrimack Community Gardens.
Okay, so more money?
More money,
All right,
big
I'll
money,
put that in my notes. Thank you.
big money.
Thank you.
It's a copy. I gave the real one to
Okay,
finance
thank you.
already.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shaw's.
Any questions so far? Item G is horse sense.
Yes, and this month, I'm going to talk about androdosis in horses. A diagnosis of androdosis is a very unwelcome news, especially for performance horses. During hot weather or hard exercise, horses with androdosis will not sweat. Sweating is essential for a horse to cool its muscles and internal organs. A horse that is not sweating will quickly overheat and be in danger of heat stroke. The condition is rarely seen in horses that live in temperate climates. In fact, horses that already have androdosis will be more comfortable if they are moved north, where long bouts of hot, humid weather are less likely. This condition is also called dry coat syndrome or non-sweating disease. In its early stages, it's known as puff disease because horses pant heavily even after work ceases as they try to cool themselves. Horses will have very little patchy or no sweat, elevated pulse, and higher than normal body temperature when worked or when the weather is hot enough that horses sweat. With just standing after exercise, recovery is slow. The horse may also have flaky dandruff and coat loss. A thin coat can be an early sign of the condition. The horses may appear distressed or lethargic during periods of hot, humid weather, even if it's not working. What causes androdosis? The condition appears mostly frequently, where temperatures and humidity stay high for lengthy periods of time. The cause is not known, and the onset can be startling sudden. It's more often seen in horses living in tropical or southern states. The horse's sweat gland become overstimulated, and the stress may cause them to malfunction. The result is a horse that sweats very little or not at all. Sometimes an owner will notice that the horse does not perform as well. Hot weather and its respiration, in hot weather, and its respiration rate stays higher than normal after exercise. Its body temperature measured with a rectal thermometer will also be slightly elevated. Keep horses as cool as possible during hot, humid weather. Employ cool mist, sponging fans, shade, or stall rest to keep your horse as comfortable as possible. Supplements are available to aid horses with androdosis, but consult your veterinarian for the product that will best treat your horse with this condition.
Very nice. Thank you, Bess. Questions? Your horses ever get that?
I've never known a horse to, but, it's not as common here. It's probably common more in the southern states because,
Hotter, more
it stays
humid?
like in Florida and,
When they can't get away from the heat.
That's why when you see after horse races in hot weather, horses prefer cooler temperatures because their body temperature is already high to begin with. But you always notice right after a horse race, they're sponging the horse's head off. They're dumping cold water off in any of those big races or any races.
So we're running at what, 95 degrees, a human?
The horses go between 99 and sometime 100. 101 can be normal.
They
So
can have a heart attack?
Well, they can drop dead.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They do that. They have aneurysms.
Wow.
So that's why you see often, when horses that are, well, that's why you ever notice that they always raced harness horses where they were always raced at night. It's cooler at night.
Interesting. Yeah.
Or they'll race in the fall, and it seems like, oh, that's so cold to be out there racing
Yeah.
around, but it's healthier for the horse,
Huh. Wow.
as long as they're cooled off properly and not left to be chilled.
Right.
But,
Wow.
yeah, they can get heat stroke very easy.
A lot of animals, especially dairy. These both dairy
Like
barns
people.
got those fans blowing.
Yeah. Well, I know the cows generate a lot of heat in the dairy barn, there's no doubt about it.
Sheep,
And
all the wool on them. Oh yeah.
yeah, the thickness
Well,
of
that's
the
why
wool.
you
yeah.
run fans, you know,
Yeah.
you always have the
Fans,
big,
misters. Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And I imagine down south in those big barns, they probably use those misters more because they have, it's piped down
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
sides and it blows in. It's not like the little thingies like I gave you,
Yeah.
you know. But they have misting fans, you know, that they use,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the big round oscillating fans or whatever they run water
Interesting.
through.
Thank you. Treasurer's report? Please.
Okay, as of Treasurer's report, balance as of 6/30/2019 for the Agricultural Commission Farmers Market Fund account is $5,449.93. The Community Garden Fund account is $2,022.57, with a combined total of $7,472.50. And the Winter Farmers Market account is $165.42.
Okay. Thank you. Questions? Good? Moving on, review of draft minutes, July 10. I thought they were very well done, Bess. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
I don't even know if I changed anything. I can't remember.
I think I covered a lot of the, your bug problems
Yeah.
that you talked about this month, the last month.
Thank
So-
you, yeah.
Or
It's
the
still
month
going on.
before,
It's
but-
still, I just want to be, for the sake of the sweet corn, I want to be ahead of
Yeah.
it this year, you know, than behind it. Because they'll follow me right through to the end, you know, if I don't. And people don't like to see that, you know. So. Oh, by the way, Paul Drone is excused tonight. He had a prior engagement at the high school,
Okay,
just so you know.
so we really can't vote on the, do we have to wait for him
Well, you
to
can-
vote
can't
on
you?
No,
minutes?
three is
Yes,
a quorum.
we can?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We can vote to accept these if you guys want to. You want to propose that?
Well,
Do
it's,
you want to change anything first before we?
well, did you
thought it
say
looked
anything,
good.
Ron? Because I read these and then I reread them and then I didn't notice anything
I
So-
thought it looked very good.
grand.
So Ronnie, please proceed.
Yeah, motion to accept the minutes for the meeting on July 10th, 2019.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3, thank you, 3-0. That's good. That's behind us.
Did you, oh, sorry. You did
No, talk to
comments. Well, comments from the, you have to do the whole.
Comments from the press, seeing none. Comments from the public, seeing none. Comments from the commissioner.
Did you get your stuff for the ink and stuff you ordered?
No, I did talk to Zinnia via email. I guess the order, or the bid comes in August 22nd, 23rd. And then we'll know which way we're going. I'm on my last ink thing because, you know, when you print all this stuff,
Especially the color, too.
well, yeah, but that's how it comes through from them, you know, and there's like 3 sets through the month. There's 3 sets that you have to condense because there's copies.
You know, you can make
doubles.
the master color, and you can do the rest all black and white, but from your printer at home, or however you print it.
You know how I do it, Ronnie? Farm Bureau comes to me on the internet.
Yep.
I hit it, print 8 pages, 13, whatever it may be. I just hit it and walk away from it because I get home at night, I'm trying to cook dinner, I'm trying to do everything, I'm trying to print this thing.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm at wit's end, literally, you
Right.
know, and that's what happens. So I'm sorry there's so much color, but sometimes it needs to be.
No, I'm just
You know.
saying.
Well, it
just
highlights
to
things
save
more,
your
I
printer
think, in
and stuff
color.
and the ink. If you wanted to, if you're gonna give copies out, I'm all set with black and white. If you want to try to save, you know.
I had another half a set. I left them in the truck.
Yeah.
Do you want these?
No. But if I mean, in the future, like when
Yeah.
you're doing like stuff for everybody.
I thought if you were
know what I'm
interested in
saying?
the class, I'd just give you the sheet, you know.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
For the class. But
No problems with that, yeah.
I have another comment in reference from the commissioners. It might be that time of year to look for a couple of scholarship people. It's the end of August already.
Yeah.
Couple more?
Well, we already gave the money to the.
Not yet.
Not
Well, the
yet.
vet
Look,
kids,
that's
but-
January.
Not
That,
yet.
Coming, right? Yeah.
that's out of the 54. So it's
Right.
2 minus 50, it's 34. We still have maybe 5 left. If you found somebody that was worthy, that needed something. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, putting the idea in there. Because it's the end of the summer. Maybe they have an animal that has no food. Maybe they have an animal that has no barn to go in when the weather gets cold. I don't know, you know.
Well,
I'm
that
just-
Jolie would know more about
Correct,
sort of
correct.
problem.
And I forgot to ask finance if that check got straightened out, because it got subtracted, but the wrong name was on that check to Jolie.
Okay,
When Monday when I go pick up New Boston Fair, I'm gonna ask what happened with that. Because I never got total confirmation. I knew it was being redone, but other than that, I didn't know anything, so.
well, would it be something to consider to make a donation to the Joppa Hill Educational Farm?
Well, I thought about that too, but I don't know if we can talk about that right
Wait until later.
now. Yeah.
I'm,
Maybe when the dust settles and we're clear that
yeah,
that's
very good,
cleaned up,
yeah.
then we can go ask her. You know. So, but I just want
Yeah.
the other commissioners to think about, if you found somebody worthy, you want to buy an animal for somebody, somebody's going to the fair, needs a little show calf, needs a little, I don't know.
Well,
Anything.
I think Jolie would be a good one to consult
Yeah.
in many ways, because she's out there and knows what's
Correct.
happening in
Well, I want to make
in-
sure
in that field.
she's up to date with
Yeah.
us first.
I
and
don't
then-
know if maybe even the fairgrounds for the youth for years to come, they could need something to help, move up the scale. Maybe that program that does the auction could use some. I know they might want a sponsor, $25-50. They take a sponsor to put for buying ribbons and stuff like that for the Hopkinton, but it's still the
We're not talking about New Boston, Ronnie, we're talking about Hopkinton now.
yeah. That's
Okay.
that's because the market the livestock auction moved to Hopkinton Fairgrounds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But because of the scale goes back and forth between the two fairs.
They're moving the scale?
I
Really?
think so, yeah. What's their scale? I mean,
Huh. Wow. They're moving and re-leveling and all that?
oh yeah. No, they take very good care of that scale. They
Oh,
they
good.
were the whole community, the pig, the cows,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lambs, they really appreciate that.
Why, because they get
thought
more
it was-
draw from Hopkinton, because they're bringing
I-
more farms together?
I think there's a lot more. It's better for the community, for everybody, because you think Hopkinton, Merrimack County, Hillsborough County, they
It's
all.
probably centrally located more.
And for buyers, it gives the kids a better chance to make a little more.
Out
But they do keep it at New Boston.
of
for sure.
curiosity, is Hopkinton a nonprofit or a profit fair?
I couldn't tell you that. That's a good question.
Because with the 4-H, it's all nonprofit,
Right. No,
don't know.
no. The money from the auction goes to the 4-H kids.
Correct.
That fair does not see it.
But if we're buying them big items like,
No. I'm not talking for that. I'm talking for New Boston, our county, Hillsborough County to be exact. That's a fair we could maybe, if the kids need, say there's a part that they want to paint the bleachers. They want to do something. They need to help.
something to think about.
Yeah.
Also, a thought just flashed, when you go bring the Blue Seal check to him, you can ask him
Dan. Oh, yeah, that's a good.
if
Yeah.
he has any idea if somebody's in need.
There's a lot of 4-H kids that buy grain there. I know. I see different families I know all the time there.
How about in the horse world, Bess? No?
Well, so I don't really travel with a,
Mm. I'm just
You know.
putting it out there. I mean, it's definitely your turn, to take some of it your way. If you know somebody in need out there.
yeah, well,
I don't know.
I don't really.
Okay.
Are there any youth in this town? Any
But I don't know which club they belong to.
I would ask Jolie if there's any more 4-Hers in this town that we could help. Let's start in our town first, and then we could go forward from. You know what I'm saying? I bet there's some kids
Yeah,
in this
there
town
may be
that
some that,
need
you know.
some help with different things,
Sure.
or may want to go to a certain show and they don't have the funds.
It's expensive to go to the shows
it
and
is,
stuff. The
between-
entry fees and.
Entry fees,
and then,
gas,
Yeah.
and things like that.
or-
Okay.
And then we can kind of get the ball rolling.
I
you
can
know?
do that, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jolie would be good just to start out with and
And
feel her out on, because she knows what's out there and what the kids are doing and
Mm.
who might be in more need, I mean, there are certainly some that I'm sure that would like to do something but really don't have the means, because it is expensive to haul these animals around,
Yeah.
to these shows, and it's,
And she's,
you know, and get the preparation things
Oh,
that
it
you
never
need.
ends. Yeah, I
and,
remember
you know,
that was
maybe,
4-H
you know,
and
they
the-
all need,
Yeah.
you know, special equipment for this and that.
and she's got a lot of, she's been around for that kid, the 4-H community for a long, long time. And there's second or third generation of people,
Wow.
their kids have dealt with Jolie from her own kids.
Wonder how
and,
their
you know,
pickle project is coming.
What's gonna happen? Yeah.
So,
I'll ask about the
so
pickles too.
she'd be the one to contact.
Yeah,
She'd be
she
able to
knows,
help us
she
out.
knows the youth that are involved
And we
with the
could-
programs and what
right.
their needs are, and what their expenditures are to go to the shows. And
Oh yeah. She puts a lot of time over there. She does a really good job.
I was thinking of something. Give me a minute.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Lost it.
This happens.
What was it about? Pickles? The pickle project?
No,
No,
he,
it's before
he
pickles.
hasn't gotten past the pickle project. He's gone, the vinegar has gotten to his head
They
already.
went rogue. He's out.
Oh,
left.
I remember. I remember.
Okay.
The community garden.
Oh, yeah.
So the next meeting is September 11th, and I believe the closing of the garden is October 10. 10 or 11.
Same day as the market or the day after.
Well, no, I'm not sure. I want the closing to be like a Sunday or Monday, so the market's the 10th. So maybe it's the 7th. I forget what it was. I don't have the paper. But
Oh, we have a
irregardless,
calendar.
I'm going to ask.
12th to the 13th.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
It could be
Right
right.
here.
Well, the 10th, well, October 10th is a Thursday,
Oh, yeah.
so it's the 9th.
That's a Wednesday. So you're
Oh,
probably
I have
thinking,
the market date wrong then, huh?
you're
Yeah.
probably thinking the 12th or the 13th.
12 to 13th. Anyway, my point is, once I rototill again and get everything ground up and mowed down and all that, I'm going to ask the commission for the winter ryegrass seed again to borrow. I think we paid $95 last year for the seed, so
You can look through.
it's a $100 bill.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know, I'm
It needs
yeah.
it, you know?
right coming
I
around
got
again.
another-
So, let me get the date right, though. You want to close the garden the weekend of the 12th and 13th?
October,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
I
at.
believe. I want to say the 13th
It's a
because
Sunday.
That's a Sunday.
Sunday. I give them the last minute because then I go with the mower and mow everything flat and pick
Well-
up the garbage.
If you need help, I work on Sundays. If you
Yeah.
want help, I can help Saturday.
Well, I can't close it too early because they usually still picking tomatoes. and
Okay,
all,
okay,
you know.
okay.
I tried this going early years ago, and they fought me right to the nth degree. It wasn't worth it. So now I go right to almost frost,
Okay.
and then there's
Yeah,
no
I can
problem.
meet you after work too. Yeah. So.
Normally, Ronnie, it's just a few steaks to throw in a truck, and then, grind everything up, rototill, and then I bring two chest spreaders, and we spread the seed out. Paul helped me last year. I don't know where you were. You're probably,
Work.
yeah. I was gonna say
Home.
shearing,
Yeah.
for lack of a better. Anyway.
Well, there you go. Maybe some kids need new shearing clippers or something.
How much are they, Ronnie?
Well, it depends on what you buy.
Maybe the club needs one set of shears. You know.
Yeah. We have Hillsborough County's got their own sheep club.
Yeah.
There's other clubs that have cows and whatnot. Maybe we could reach out with her. I mean, I know sometimes when new kids start and the whole club gets together and they, okay, that's how you do it, and they go teach everybody, sometimes the kids don't have the tools they need, so
Correct.
they borrow stuff
Right.
from people, but maybe it could be a
Mhm.
thing we could
All right.
Well, they must clip cows too, right?
Oh, yeah, clippers for cows, sheep, even goats.
Horses, they
clipped,
clip horses.
It's just
Oh,
food
while
for
we're-
thought. That's all.
Yeah, just a
While we're
thought.
on the community garden,
Yeah.
I know you want to do some money for the scholarship stuff. I was looking the other day when I drove by. It looks good. That little kiosk we have there, whatever you call that.
Oh yeah. Kyle made that years ago. Yeah.
Did you want to would you ever want to put money into the garden, that like painting it up, or or decorating down there or something, or trying to
Well, not
make
probably.
a sign? Would you want to put some?
There
money
is a
towards
little.
that?
There is a little community garden sign out front there.
Did we could have permission to put one like community garden this way, an arrow, like by the road? Like if you
You
want
have to get a price from Highway to have them make a metal sign.
Well, no. I mean, if we make one, paint it, and then we get permission to put it there.
Probably have to go in front of Park and Rec and ask permission.
Okay.
Yeah, And
Or
Bob
even-
is in favor of eventually maybe moving the market, so he may not want to do
Well,
that.
I asked that at the last town council meeting where I was at, and there was no response. as of right now,
at the moment, so,
at the moment. I mean,
well, it's a thought, Ron.
I
Well,
mean,
could we
yeah.
take it, well, I know that's another table
the sign is a
discussion.
good idea, Ronnie. You
Could-
gotta.
or pull
ma-
some money to maybe, maybe spruce it up around there, or adds, not as far as landscaping, that's the town of Merrimack, but as far as our little kiosk thing, or maybe some other, we could get some posters.
That's actually a
and-
whiteboard, and then there's a few pieces of wood to tack the sheets on the side, and
Buy a new, maybe we could buy a new whiteboard, maybe, or add some other like pictures and stuff. I mean, take some. It'd be cheap to do, I think. To you know
why
what I'm
don't you
saying?
take it and run with it? Why don't you get some ideas?
I'll go back take a look. And maybe another whiteboard we can use and some different stuff. And
It does clean up with, when in the winter I can clean it up.
I know Tom, is it Tom Halen? He does
It comes there.
Tommy Hannon.
the vegetables for the veterans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do our own little thing like that where we put a little box there. We make a box. People can just drop stuff and then
We tried that.
oh, it doesn't work. No. That was probably before my time, right?
No, he asked the people, but
Nobody really wanted to know.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to get, I
And
know.
I saw him today, and he didn't even ask about the corn today either. So I should ask him next week. He could be one. He might be one of the people we're going to film as a garden member.
Okay.
And
Maybe he's got some ideas of stuff that maybe it'd be nice to get some feedback. Maybe they want some different stuff there. They could use stuff that we could help out with, whether watering can, what have you, buckets.
The buckets work fine. The
Yeah,
4
bucket
buckets
or
are
yeah,
fine,
whatever. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
spitball here. Maybe we could reinvest some of our money, not reinvest, but take that money and make it work. Make it a little better for the gardeners.
Mm.
Just food for
Go
thought.
look at that kiosk and talk to us in September.
Yeah.
Tell me what you see as far as
Maybe
improvements.
little paint, spruce it up a little bit, do something.
Mm.
Well, get your brush out.
I can remember making that thing with Kyle. It was like
It looks good. I do
2
like
or 3
it,
night
yeah.
project. I had to buy 4 bundles of shingles, the edging and all that stuff, and by the time it was done, Kyle says to me, Dad, you got more money into this than it's going to be worth, I didn't mind at the time to make the donation because we needed something to identify the garden, comments, the rules and regulations, all that stuff, And now there's a master picture of the 2019 garden there and who owns what numbered plot,
Yeah, that looks good.
which is good for the information. The whiteboard I got secondhand somehow. I can't remember how I got it, but somehow Kyle architecturally wedged it in there. I don't think it's coming out, Ronnie. It's permanent, because half it's hidden or a third of it's hidden up behind the wood on the left.
Oh, okay,
there.
okay.
It's a full size, and as I remember, you can't hardly find them anymore, because now it's all that easy erase stuff and.
Yeah.
Chalkboard is non-existent anymore, and I was lucky to get the whiteboard. And you buy one of them magic markers that you can erase.
Yeah.
I go back in there with Windex or really reinforced Windex in the fall and get it cleaned
Scrub
up as
right
best I
down.
can.
Reinforced Windex.
Well, you know what I mean. Juice it up, and because whoever's written on it all summer, it's baked in there, and.
Oh, from the sun. And
Last year they had a full-size picture of a woodchuck. It was so funny. Woody's out. Watch out, Woody. The gardeners. Anyway,
Well, they do create havoc. Well, I'm glad they're having success this year.
that's all I have to say.
Alrighty.
just something to think about.
Ronnie, take it right over there and get some ideas.
Yeah.
And talk to us. I'll put you on the agenda.
Cool.
For sure. Okay. Anything else from anybody?
No,
Enough.
enough.
Motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Thank you all for listening. The time is 7:40. Remember, we are at Vault Storage at 526 DW Highway every Wednesday afternoon from 3 to 6, even 2 to 6 if you want to come and ask questions of the Agricultural Commission. The members are there. We'd be happy to entertain questions, comments, life experiences in the agricultural world, whatever it may take. Please come and see us. Come see the vendors. Enjoy the market. Thank you all for listening. Good night.